to A Beauty. If you're interested in fashion, tech, lifestyle, that's all I talk about here on A Beauty. My name is Ojo Olakwe, but you can call me A Beauty. Yes, I am a quality assurance engineer and an entrepreneur, and also a mama. Okay, so if you're just joining for the first time, please press the like button, kindly subscribe to A Beauty because I'm going to be dishing out content on tech, fashion, running a business, and everything in between. By the way, I live in Finland, Oulu to be precise. That's in the northern part of Finland where it is really, really cold, and I mean extremely cold. Okay, so let's just jump right into the topic of today. And the topic is all about my interview journey, how it was for me, and all I did. I'm going to be sharing today. Before I go on, I just want to say thank you to everyone that watched my last video. I am so happy. I've been getting lots of questions. Oju, how did you do this? A Beauty, how did you work on that? Can you share the link of the boot camp you attended? Yes, I'm going to be talking all about that today and what helped me during the journey before I got my job. So guys, first of all, just like I said, that I attended a boot camp to gain more knowledge about the automation side of testing, because I had like knowledge about the manual tests before. So when I attended the boot camp, it actually groomed me for the automation side. And unlike other people that were so fast to get a job, like to open a new job after the boot camps, because some people had an idea, they had the knowledge of they were already in the IT field, but some other people were just like newbies. Well, we had our resume done and everything like that was set in place. We put out our projects, all the things we had in our Git. We had projects in Git. And also for other people that have worked somewhere else before or that have done some other things before, they also had their projects in their folders. They had something they have done and they could show to the employers. So I did all of that and I was confident in myself. And I think I had like, I applied for over 100 jobs, if not more. I would get the findings of all the jobs that I applied for and I'll put it right into this video. Almost all the jobs I applied for, I was called for an interview. Yes. And the thing about the job roles was that I wasn't just applying to companies that I know that they would not call me. Well, I was applying to companies that for remote jobs and mostly hybrid jobs. But the thing was that I applied for jobs that were even on site, even though I knew that I might not be able to move to another city immediately because I've got a family here, I've got kids, I have my husband here, I have my life running here in Oulu. So I'm like, I know I am not moving out of Oulu, but then for every interview, there's an experience you gain from this interview. You're not just going there because you just want to go, but you're going to have another experience to gain more knowledge about what you're going to work on. Of course, you know some things, but the truth is that no matter how good you are, there are different tools that different organizations work with. So first of all, when I apply for the jobs, and I know I have an interview like tomorrow or next tomorrow, I go to the job opening and I try to get out the key things they need for that job. I try to see that, oh, am I really good with the software that they are using, the tools they are using in the organization? Do I really align with these things? Can I use them so well? If I am able to use them, that's fine. But if I am not, I try to read about these things, and I also try to, if I have a long time before the interview, I try to learn about how these things work, because some of these tools, they are similar. Even if I am using, like, for For example, for automation, I might be using robot framework. In an organization might be using robot framework, and then another organization might be using another tool, maybe like Ranorex, for example. So, but the good thing about it is that they are both automation tools, and the workflows might be a bit slightly different. But the truth is that if you're able to read about them, if you're able to get more knowledge about them, it will help you to know what to say during the interview. At least if you are not entirely used to that tool, you can at least say that, I know this is how this tool works. It works this way, it works that way. So they know that, oh yeah, this person has an idea of what you are talking about. There were interviews that actually broke me down, like I was literally shattered, because I know that I performed so well in this interview. And for those recruiters, they sometimes call me back and they are like, I'm so sorry. I wish we really liked you, but someone else was just better. And then there was actually one I told them that, why didn't you send me an email? I think I would have preferred an email to a call, because calling me actually, it gives me anxiety. I feel so anxious when a recruiter is calling, or when I get a call that, hey, I'm calling from so place. I'm like, what? Is this a death sentence or something? But when you send an email, I can choose to open or not open, and then it doesn't have the same effect on me, if you understand what I mean. So there were loads of calls that I got like that, like not tons actually, but like couple of calls that they didn't tell me directly that through an email that we don't want you, but they're like, we would still keep you in the organization in case. But then I'm like, no, I don't want you to put me in the organization. And then one good thing that I always ask after interviews don't go so well is that, what didn't I do well? This is something we all need to ask the recruiters or the management. And I like the system here in Finland. Is a they have an open culture when you apply for this kind of jobs in the tech field. You are able to ask questions. We could send emails. You could even give feedbacks. There are organizations that have written feedbacks about them that you didn't do this right. I feel when you're talking to someone in an interview, this is how you should put the questions, this is how you should arrange it. I give my own feedback. And that's one thing I appreciate about this kind of organizations. Not every organization do that or does that. But for organizations that do that, thumbs up. So I was given this kind of privilege as well at some of these companies that asked for my feedback. And I also asked them, why do you think I didn't get this job? Why was it given to the next person? The reason I asked that is because I would want to work on that for the next application that I am doing, so that I know that, oh, this was what they complained about. I must not make the same mistake in the next job. And aside that, I was on or at the university, the YouTube university. I was watching loads of loads of questions about interviews, about manual testing, about automation tests. I actually have a playlist of all these possible interview questions. And the good part of it was that I had listened to them over and over and over again, that they were part of me already. I know what the question is and I know what the answer can be. And aside that, I'm someone that I love to write a lot. And I see that when I write, it goes into my remembrance easily. So what I do is that when I get this kind of questions, I write. When I am listening, I am also writing. So while I am writing, it's automatically being registered in my brain that this is something. So I know that's my style and that's my pattern and it works for me. So one thing I need to let you all know is that you need to find something that also works for you. But you cannot erase the fact that you need to constantly practice or constantly check what you have to do. You need to do something when you're applying or you're interested in switching your jobs, or even if you're in the tech field, you also still need to get some information. Oh, this is how these kind of interviews go and all of that. Actually, I practiced a lot of multiple questions like what is sandbox, what is software development life cycle, all those kind of random questions that you have to answer. But the truth of the whole thing is that most of the companies were not asking those kind of questions. They were not asking what is software development life cycle, what is Python, what do you understand by Git, what is, there were no what is questions. Those are like multiple choices or provide your answer kind of questions. But the kind of questions that were being asked were things they believe that I should know, like things I have worked on. Like, could you explain in this, if you are faced with this kind of situation, how would you treat it? Can you analyze this kind of situation? What would you do if you were found? They were not just behavioral questions, they were more of technical questions too. So not just like simple kind of things. For most of the organizations that I was interviewed at, and for all of those organizations, I never got the job. Some, they had me on pending lists. Like, they were not saying no, they were not saying yes. Even till now, till right now, some of the organizations were not saying no. They have not told me no, they've not told me yes. And I really don't blame them, because they don't also want to lose out. They don't want to say no to someone that is quite good, because they know that these kind of things also breaks the morale. There was actually an organization that gave me an assignment, and a take-home assignment after the interview. Okay, we see you're good, please go do this assignment. And after the assignment, I came back to explain to them, I think it was a technical department of like 4 or 5 people. I explained to them what all the things I did, and they were so impressed. As a matter of fact, I remember this so well, because it was an exceptional one. So the library that I used didn't work perfectly for their website, and I had to test some things on their website. So the software I used didn't work, the library I used didn't work so well. So I had to use another library entirely, which is something that I have not done before. Like, I am so used to using the Selenium library, and now I had to go find another library that was suitable, and I was able to like copy the important things from the website. And when I used the other library, it worked so well, and I was so excited, and I thought that, oh, this is a great thing that I need to also tell them, because most of the organizations don't use the browser library yet. It is not like widely spread yet. Then organizations know about it, but of course not just being used at the moment, like for all different organizations. And then when I used that, they were really impressed that, oh, you could even go an extra mile. I actually used the library they wanted, and I used another one for the assignment. So I had 2 assignments that I did for them. They were so happy, and they felt really good about it. But, well, I don't know. They didn't tell me no, they didn't tell me yes. They were like, we're gonna get back to you this time, because right now we are not. I'm like, the excuse they gave was quite vague, because you started the recruitment process, so why would you say that we are not recruiting? Yeah, something like that. That was what they said. I was like, okay, no problem. I just took it out of my mind. And then the interview that got me the job was actually a mixture of these kind of multiple questions and the practical question, like the practical side. So all along, I was not answering questions that were what is. But then, who says these kind of questions would not come up? So I was quite prepared on questions like that as well, because for someone that is also ISTQB certified, this is a certification that you need to have, you should have as a quality assurance engineer, or as a tester, as a test engineer. This would also boost your CV to let people know that you really know what you're doing. Now, you can take this course. You don't really necessarily have to go to a boot camp before you take this course. You can just register for it, and you take it online or you go to their office to a location to have it. So this is something anyone can actually do. And the good part of it is that I enjoyed the process, even though it was draining. But looking back, I feel like the process actually made me stronger and better, and it gave me this feeling of a confident feeling, like I did this well. I didn't just cut corners or anything like that. So I feel so fulfilled about all of the effort and the energy I have put into this process, because I think it's when you get on the job, you would understand more that you need the confidence, you need that energy, and it shouldn't just be on the job that you start to find the energy, like you start to find the confidence and all of that. You should have it already before you get there. The job is not just about you thinking or how you think. It's actually about the practice you have put into it. Without practice, without learning, without adequate experience, I think anyone might flop on this job. So it is needed and it is very important. I apply for a lot of jobs, and it's just so nice to be able to explore different sectors: gaming sector, health, sports, what else? Media, business, so many sectors, business companies that create business solutions, health sector. And it's so nice to be able to see that you are needed in any sector. And as a person, probably you have worked or you have a degree in business, for example. It would be really amazing if you also have like a tech knowledge in that your field, so that the world is gradually moving to that level. And in my next video, I'm going to be talking about the top 5 jobs in 2023 that people can go into in the tech field. That is where you also know that your job or your previous degree or the knowledge you have now, you can expand on it, and it will give you even a good chance of getting a better job, of living a better life, of enjoying the job that you're even doing, not just being worried about what you're doing and all of that. So guys, please, if you have enjoyed this video, if you like this video, or you want to hear more from me, kindly give a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, please like this video and share with your friends, and see you in the next video. Bye.